Does Shakur Stevenson need to get his weight up to fight Tank Davis? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And I'm also live with the Singing OG KC Boxing Network Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And please join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by our live streams and our videos that we do. And hit me up on my email if you want to debate. That email is knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Or you can always just come by the channel when I'm live and we can get it cracking like that. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis potential mega fight at 135 pounds. So, Richard Hitchens says that he talked to Tank Davis. This is from the same interview with Mill City Boxing that he did, where he discussed what Tank said about potentially fighting Shakur Stevenson. And Tank's sentiment is he's going to have to get his name up, bro, for people to want to see that shit. He's going to have some good performances, bro, for people to want to see that shit. Basically, he's going to have to rebuild himself. Now, Shakur Stevenson fans and Tank Davis haters don't want to hear this shit. But for the casual fans to want to see that shit, bro, he's 100% correct. Die-hard fans like me, shit, sign me up. I watch that shit tomorrow. I watch that shit tomorrow. Make that shit tomorrow. But for it to make sense to networks like Amazon Prime, where Tank Davis is going to be fighting on, ESPN, where Shakur Stevenson is fighting on right now, Shakur has to show the masses that he ain't got a problem with power, bro. He ain't got a problem with being scared of the moment and scared of power. Because right now, in situations where somebody hit hard, they throw something off his shoulder, somebody hit hard and the shit fly by his face just barely. He can feel that they cracking. It changes the entire aura of who Shakur Stevenson is as a fighter. He goes from barely making you miss and always making you pay to making sure he make you miss by a wide margin and being scared to throw. And promoters and networks and shit, man, they ain't taking a risk on that shit, bro. They not finna risk putting you in there in a huge mega fight and then you fight like you Guillermo Rigondeaux versus John Riel Casimero or some shit. Or Shakur Stevenson in his last fight against Edwin De Los Santos. If this was a one-off, then it'd be one thing. But this ain't the first time Shakur Stevenson got booed. This ain't the first time he was making excuses or apologizing for a poor performance against what was supposed to be an inferior opponent. This ain't the first time, bro. Andre Ward used to be Shakur Stevenson's manager. Andre Ward is his mentor. Andre Ward just walked him out with Terrence Crawford. He just walked Shakur Stevenson out against Edwin De Los Santos. Go listen to his comments about Shakur Stevenson fighting Jeremiah Nakathila. It was bad, bro. He was going in on Shakur, saying he got to do more because he can do more. It was so bad, Shakur Stevenson apologized for his performance against Jeremiah Nakathila. Now, I think that's horrible PR. I think you don't apologize, you still talk yourself up. But he basically let it be known, I felt his power and I basically fought cautious as hell because I ain't want to risk him hitting me. So you basically admit you were scared to get hit. Then you have your next opportunity against a power puncher that's fast, that's skilled, that's athletic. And you go in there with him, bro, and you fight even more timid than how you fought against Jeremiah Nakathila when you got in there with Edwin De Los Santos, bro. The problem that Shakur Stevenson is having is you're making it to where people don't believe you anymore. When you talk about how you going to whoop somebody, when you talk about how you on a different level, when you talk about how you special, how these dudes can't see you, your mentality in the ring don't match the way you talk outside the ring, bro. If you like that, bro, your mindset is the same regardless of who in front of you. It don't take Jamel Herring in front of you knowing that he old, knowing that you already beat his ass up and sparring a bunch of times, and then you turn up on him and you put on a masterful performance. Great fighters go in there with people that are perceived threats and they show that they ain't really threats. People ain't putting you in there. You ain't getting in there with cash cows when promoters feel like, okay, if I do this New York, it's a huge risk. If I do this New York City press conference and I let them do an LA press conference, then I pay for a face-off. Then I sent them on a whole interview tour where they going through the biggest platforms doing interviews and shit. Then I got a fight week media workout, fight week grand arrivals and shit, fight week final press conference, fight week weigh-in, open to the public. I do all that, and this dude get in here and he don't want to fight. He play it all safe, play it all cautious, got fans booing in my event and shit. He could hurt my money in the future. He could hurt my ability to sell big events in the future because my name attached to his shitty ass performance or his unwillingness to fight. So yes, bro, for him to be back, like I said, bro, like I'm to the point where knockout, who you prefer in a mega fight right now? If you had your pick, Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis versus Teofimo, bro, I prefer a Teofimo fight. Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, dog, I prefer a Devin Haney fight over all of them. Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis versus Subriel Matias, I prefer a Subriel Matias fight, bro. Tank Davis over Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko, I prefer a Vasily Lomachenko fight, bro. Because what all those fighters have in common is that every fight fan know win, lose, or draw, they come in the fight. Vasily Lomachenko had a better performance in a loss than Shakur Stevenson had in a win in this fight against Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez had an excellent performance against Josh Taylor. Subriel Matias just made another dude quit. Devin Haney just put on a masterclass performance against Regis Prograis. You are only as good as your last performance. Your demand is only as good as your last performance. So what that young man needs to do to put himself in position, bro, he has to put on a very good performance against a good fighter and show that he really like that. Show that he really is who he say he is. Because this talking, fans trying to vouch for you and talk about how special you are, bro, he hasn't shown it, bro. He don't have a performance like what Devin Haney did to Regis Prograis, bro. You don't have that. What you gonna tell me? Jamel Herring, Regis Prograis, only loss came in a fight where a lot of people felt like he won in a close fight with Josh Taylor. Jamel Herring already lost. Looked for an easy way out in the ring one time before. Far past his prime, even older than Regis Prograis was. Like, that ain't it. His win over Oscar Valdez, it didn't look as good as what Devin Haney did to Regis Prograis, bro. Same Oscar Valdez that had his jaw broke before at a lower weight class. Same Oscar Valdez that was getting everything he could handle twice from Adam Lopez. Same Oscar Valdez that people felt like robbed Robson Conceição, bro. You gotta put on good performances for you to be in demand, bro. You gotta put on, you know why people want Tank Davis versus Devin Haney right now? Because of what Devin did to Regis. You know why people want Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez? Because what Teofimo did to Josh Taylor. The better performances you put on, the more demand you're going to have for people to see you in big fights, bro. Because for guys like Tank Davis, for guys like Canelo Alvarez, it's about selling to the casual fan because the diehard fan going to buy that shit. We there. I'm there. Guys that follow my channel, ladies that follow my channel, Tank versus Shakur getting now. We there, bro. We buying that shit. We want to see that shit. Casual fans like, oh, this guy, the one that I fell asleep. Like, I was there to watch the races. I was there for Formula 1 week. That's what I was there for. And I stopped by the fight. They gave me a free ticket to it, and I fell asleep. I don't want to watch him fight Tank. Tank's going to knock him out. Whether you or I know that fight is a damn good fight, they not buying that bitch. They'll wait for the highlights, bro. They'll wait for the highlight. They'll watch March Madness or some football or some basketball or something, and then they'll catch the highlights and shit. But buying up front, making it a point to see it, making it a huge event, fight party and shit, man, you got put some weight back on yourself, man. You got to put some weight back on yourself, because right now you looking like a whole front runner out here, man. And until you can prove that we can trust you to get in that mug and fight, people gonna use their logic and use their common sense. Like, hold on, bro. So he fought like this against Nakathila. Tank is way better than him and hit harder than him. Wait a minute, bro. He fought like this against Edwin De Los Santos. Tank is way better than him and hit harder than him. And way more skilled than him. Man, he gonna get in that bitch with Tank and fight scary. Like, that's what people looking at you like right now, bro. You gotta show us that we shouldn't look at you like that by putting on a great performance. And on top of all of that, right? Just to keep cooking on this. So there's that part of it. The other part of it is he's coming to the end of his top rank contract. Bro, that fight, that shit dead until we see what he gonna do. Al Heyman has already showed he ain't stupid. He very shrewd. He's a very smart businessman. If I see you coming to the end of your contract, why would we do any kind of thing to try to get you where we would have to share money with your current promoter Top Rank? I'm just going to wait for you to get out. Then I can offer you to fight, and you and your team to fight directly. And Top Rank, Bob Arum, very shrewd. Very shrewd. Oh, you in the last fight of your deal? Oh, shit. We about to, we're going to go ahead and get this old in-house fight going. Make sure I can keep all this money for your last fight and put you in a position where if you lose, you're going to lose to my fighter. They're too smart for that. So knowing that he at the end of his deal, bro, no shot. No shot at this fight happening. Plus, he need to work it. So it's just too many things going against this shit, bro. Way too many things going against this shit, man. Straight up. Like, it just is what it is. I know y'all don't like, oh, no, girl, you just trying to protect Tank. You don't want to see Tank fight nobody. It's cap. I want to see the fight. But y'all want me to ignore facts. You want me to ignore logic and common sense. I'll never do that, bro. I'll never do that. Never. Not for you and anybody watching this video or anyone. I won't ignore that shit, bro. Those things cannot be ignored. This man's on the last leg of his contract with Top Rank, and he's coming off one of the shittiest performances of the year. I mean, name it, bro. Name a worse performance than what he did against. From a top flight fighter, name a worse performance than what Shakur Stevenson did against Edwin De Los Santos. Not Nakathila, my fault. It's coming off a trash-ass performance against De Los Santos. Name a worse performance that you saw from a top flight fighter. From the guys that we talk about. The Shakur Stevensons, Devin Haney's, Gervonta Davis's, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez's, Vasily Lomachenko. Name a worse performance in 2023 than what he did, bro. You won't be able to find one. And that right there is why there's no demand for him to get a big fight. That right there is why Tank Davis is correct, bro. You gotta get your name back, bro. Right now you looking like food. Right now you ain't in demand at all. Right now, for you to sell over 10,000 tickets, you're gonna have to fight in New Jersey. And y'all gonna have to sell the shit out them hoes, bro. You gonna have, or if you fighting Navarrete, bro, you gonna have to take your ass over there and fight him in Arizona or one of them huge Mexican, populations where the Mexican demographic is huge and it's a fight town, and hope that they show up and just root for Navarrete. And you'll sell some tickets. Won't none of them be there for you, though. That's where he at right now. Ain't nobody check. Like, you can't put Shakur Stevenson in Atlanta right now. You can't put him back in New York right now unless you're going to put him in the same room Teofimo fighting in right now. He gonna have to put on great performances and build himself up, bro. And if he want mega fights, he gonna have to show that by going to where the mega fights are at. Same way Tim Tszyu had to do, same way Terrence Crawford had to do. You want a mega fight, you gotta go holler at where you need to go holler at to get that motherfucking man. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Comment below, smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.